And she's just a wonderful and amazing person. I'm so happy that Alex found her and is now part of your life forever. So happy that you have a house together now, which is crazy, but it's like you're all grown up, and that's kind of weird to think of, but that's the truth. And so you are that same person. You are that same person who's so ready to take that next step, so ready to be that next person, whoever that's going to be. You know what you've brought. You know where you come from. You have your roots. You have your symbols to remember the past. You have your symbols. You have your new symbol, lovely ring, which is going to remind you of this wonderful day. You'll probably have this lovely glass, which will remind you of this day. You'll probably have Lauren's lovely glass, which will remind you of this day and all the photographs that were taken today. And thank you very much, Whitney. You'll have those too, and they will collect, and you will save them, and you will cherish them. Yes, yes, you will. So I want to thank everybody for coming out here. It's really wonderful to see all these different people who've been involved in Alex and Lauren's life, and how we're all getting to meet. Some of the gentlemen here I haven't really met before, like Jeff, but over these past few days I've gotten to know him better and get to see different perspectives of where Alex has come from and who's going to be there to help guide him forward, guide him in the future. And we know who his co-pilot is now, but this is going to be a wonderful experience. You couldn't have picked a better person to share that experience with, and if you need any help, we're all here for you. So with that, why don't we raise a glass to Alex and Lauren. May this be the first of many more wedding celebrations for the two of you together.
Sounds good.
Be happy, be healthy, and have a sip of this champagne.
Amen.
Thank you so much.
What do you say we give Janine Scott a nice round of applause? They did a nice job. Is there anybody else up there who would like to have something to say? Would like to give it to right there, Dad. It's his turn.
Sir.
Thanks, John.
All right, one Scotch with us.
Hi. Is this on?
Yes.
Those are two hard acts to follow.
You got to put the microphone up closer.
Okay, this is going to be fun. Yeah, would you hold it? Yes. Okay. As I say, those are two acts. Those two speeches are hard acts to follow. But I just want to, first of all, thank everybody for being a part of this this occasion, being a part of Lauren's and Alex's wedding, and their kicking off their marriage. And it means a lot to us that a lot of you have come a long way, and I've been happy to see people I haven't seen for a long time. So it's been very gratifying, and I thank you a lot for that. As special as this occasion is for Lauren and Alex, it's special for me too. Even though I've just recently learned that I will not be receiving a dowry for Lauren. This was kind of disappointing. I was really looking forward to those goats, but you just have to roll with those kinds of things. And as father of the bride, I've been had many honors bestowed upon me. First of all, I've got to escort the bride down the aisle, and that was the first time I've ever been able to do that. Hopefully, that will be the last time. And when I thought that the first time I saw Lauren would be when I met her here, but I really ended up seeing her at her hotel getting ready and in the car, and I think we both kind of we we were both emotional messes, I think, but we managed to get through it, and now everything's great. So, but the second thing was I got to be in the front row at a wedding, which had never had happened before, and in case there were people that were shorter than me sitting behind me, my apologies. Just can't help it, you know. And thirdly, I had the honor of watching my only child and my only daughter get married to a great guy. So that was, you know, that's not always the way fathers of the bride feel about the intended, but I do feel that way, and I'm happy to have Alex in the family. Quite well. But having completed these three things, now I'm ready to get some things off my chest. Well, not really. I was going to talk a little about Lauren, and she was a good kid. I mean, you know, she pretty much always did what she was told. There may have been a few exceptions. She didn't like to take naps. And I think the major problem behind that was she didn't understand what naps were for. They had nothing to do with her. They were all for me. Because when weekend days were a non-stop affair. 6 o'clock in the morning, Lauren would come up to the edge of the bed and just stand there. And I was a light sleeper. I could always sense her there. And you know, I'd wake up and she would say, "Daddy, I'm hungry." Well, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. You know, I had no intention of, you know, I had no interest in having anything to eat, but that was it. She had to have her breakfast, and that would be pancakes or waffles or white cereal, which is what she called rice checks. And so those were the things that we usually had. And then the day started, which would consist of playing Super Mario Brothers, building with blocks, riding our bikes. But every activity that we engaged in was always followed up by the question, what are we going to do now?
Yes.
And I'd like to say that ended in childhood, but even when she visits, it's the same thing. So what are we going to do now? It's, you know, that's pretty much up to him. So, you know. Another thing about Lauren that you may not have known is that she was as a kid, was a picky eater. If she had to eat what she's eating now, she would have starved to death at a very early age. I mean, what would you consider the polar opposite of raw vegan? That's what she was. And dinner basically consisted of macaroni and cheese or chicken cutlets. I really had a tough time getting vegetables in there. Finally, did you have something to say? Were you trying to defend yourself? Or? Anyway, eventually I was able to get some greens into her diet. She started eating some broccoli because I put some mayonnaise on it. Now, a lot of people think that's unappetizing. I mean, that's how my mother got me to eat broccoli. So I still eat it that way, as a matter of fact.
Me too.
Do you really? So that worked. And so broccoli is the vegetable that we ate, which was fine. You know, that's good. But I was always a meat eater, and she was always a meat eater until, I don't know,
6 weeks.
6 weeks ago. So anyway, that's been a big change for her, and I give the girls from New York credit for that having expanded her palate. She told me some of the stuff you were cooking all the time, and I'm like, wow. So you know, props to you girls for that, you know. but it may have gone too far. I'm not sure yet. I have to see. So it was interesting to me because she was a meat eater before. Was on my first trip to Maine, she prepared me a really attractive-looking plate of pasta, and had vegetables in it. Looked, good stuff. And I was looking at it, and I was kind of, moving stuff around, trying to find the meat. I said, "Where's the meat?" And she was crestfallen because there was no meat. I mean, there wasn't going to be any meat. That was it, And I can't imagine her ever fixing a meal without meat in it. And so it was just a little, and we've joked about it, ever since that. You do see it as a joke, don't you, hon? You're not still upset, are you? Okay. All right, well, and the only other thing that I might point out is Lauren is not the tidiest person in the world. When she used to come visit, she'd have this huge suitcase, and it was huge. I'd carry it downstairs, and I'd come back, and 10 minutes later, it was like, I don't know if you've ever seen those diagrams of machine parts or something. And it's called an explosion diagram, where all the parts are removed and out in space. That's what her suitcase looked like after about 10 minutes. So that was a challenge. I think her mother would probably agree with that. But these things are not much to complain about. As I say, she was a good kid, still is, and I'm just glad that you found somebody like Alex, and of course I think he's incredibly lucky for finding you, and that's that you're my girl, you're my little girl still, and Alex, I do welcome you to the family, and I'm sure that you all will be very, have healthy and happy and joyous lives together. And as I say, I welcome you into the family. And I'd like to say to Sissy and Alan, I say that you treated Lauren like a part of the family long before it became official today, and you truly gave her a home away from home, and that means a lot to me, and I know it meant a lot to Lauren. So I just want you to know, and in bringing Lauren up, Joanne and I think we did a good job of bringing up a special young lady. I give Joanne most of the credit for that. She was a great mother to Lauren, and I just think that you were served well by your mother, and hopefully somewhat by me. And I'm just so thrilled at how you turned out, and that things are so nice, going in such a nice direction for you now. And I know this is something you've wanted for a long time, and I'm just glad you two could find each other. The only thing I would say is that, to borrow a line from a country song, I think it is, that she was mine first. And
I loved her first.
I loved her first? Okay, well, she's still mine then. But I loved her first, she was mine first, but she's still Daddy's little girl. So I would just like to say that on that note, I'd like everybody to join me in a toast. To Lauren and Alex, may their married lives lead them to health, happiness, and joy through the many years ahead.
What do you say, folks? Another nice round of applause. Yeah. And is there anybody else that would like to give a little speech or a toast? Uh-oh, here come the big guns.
I just want to say that we love Lauren right to pieces, and we could never have found a nicer person for our son. She's just wonderful, and we were real thankful. There, you can.
Lady, a few words, but very meaningful. Anybody else?
I'll just say this has been awesome. Best wedding I've been to. So that's good. And I feel like the lucky. I'll be the opening act.
Actually, I just wanted to thank everybody for chipping in and putting the tables together and doing all this hard work. I had just everybody show up and come to the house and help prepare everything. So it wasn't just a small group. It was almost everybody in the wedding, the whole party, helping to set up the wedding. And I want to thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Lauren, it's your turn.
There you go.
That was about it. Basically,
Is that it?
have a wonderful time. Thank you all for coming. Please, just thank you for enjoying this day with us, and let's have a fun night. I know we will.
Great. Folks, to let you know, today's buffet, we're going to have the head table will go through first, but they will be released. And then your tables are going to be released table by the staff. To let you know, the bar is open for your favorite beverage. Your bartender is Kelly. Leave her a nice tip. She'll leave you with a Disney World smile. Hey, folks, enjoy your evening.
Oh, one more.
One more?
Hey, Larry. P.S. Yeah.
Uh-oh, now the big guns are really showed up. Go ahead.
This is Lauren, the bride, speaking. I also would just like to thank everyone for coming, and I know I'm the reason for all the people having to travel from very long distances.
Actually, I am.
Oh, that's right. It's your fault. That's right. But yes, I'm so touched that all of you are here and here to share a special day and watch me go through 10,000 emotions in 1 minute in my face. And yeah, just have a wonderful time, and we love that you're here, and just enjoy. We love you.
They will now cut 2 evenly portion-controlled pieces of cake. And as you see, as they work their way through that cake, she is taking charge, and he'll get used to that. Also, to let you know, there'll be an executive decision made whether they feed each other at the same time or separately, and she will make that decision. Let's cut that cake.
If you've made it right, you'll know it. It's not like anything you've made before. And if you've made it wrong, you'll know it. Cause it won't keep you coming back for more.
You notice his hand is on top, but that'll be the last time he has the upper hand.
I didn't get it from a magical and culinary help. No one will burn it to me that you can make it by yourself. And that's a recipe for me to know.
I really didn't think that was going to happen. And to let you know, the DJ did not instigate that. Well, I understand that going down by the water after and wash up. That little sugar by the cake after all that, I thought that was nice.
It's not like anything you've made before.
You notice he didn't try and get her back? That's one smart groom.
Coming back for more. No, I didn't get it from my grandma.
What do you say we give him a nice round of applause, folks? There you go. Give them a break. You can head back to seats. We're going to get into those very special dances. And we're going to be opening the dance floor for the party very shortly.
That's the recipe for making love.
Excuse me, I think she wants the microphone.
Alex, remember I said I was going to beat the crap out of you.
And I think she means it.
One minute.
Yeah.
How do I look? Great. Sweet. Okay.
That's all.
Okay. Sorry. Hello? Hi.
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 Okay. So Alex and I would just like to say a huge thank you to my father, Scott Sheffield. If you're in the building, stand up.
Come on down.
Will the Scott Sheffield please stand up? Come on down, Dad. Come on down. All right. I'd like to say a special thank you to Scott Sheffield to hosting this wonderful wedding for Alex and I, and to my mother, Joanne Sheffield, for helping put her blood, sweat, and tears into putting everything together. And also to Deborah Davis for helping coordinate, and to Sissy and Alan Lear for putting so many wonderful things together for us, and just for everyone who pitched in, and everyone who's done so much to help the happy young couple. We are more grateful than we could ever express, and we love you all, and thank you so much for being here.
You're all the champions, my friends.
Woo! Thank you, and let there be cake. Woo!
My pajama rolled out of bed and she ran to the police station. When the cop found out, he began to shout and started the investigation. It's against the law. It was against the law. What the mama saw. It was against the law. Woo! Mama looked down, spit on the ground every time my name gets mentioned. Papa said, oh, if I get that boy, I'm gonna stick him in the house of detention. Well, I'm on my way. I don't know where I'm going, but I'm on my way. Taking my time, but I don't know where. Goodbye to Rosie, the queen of Corona. Save me and Julio down my schoolyard. See me and Julio down my schoolyard. Whoa, in a couple of days they're gonna take me away, but the press of the story leak. When the radical priests come and give me release fees all on the cover of Newsweek. Well, I'm on my way. I don't know where I'm going. I'm on my way. Taking my time, but I don't know where. Goodbye to Rosie, the queen of Corona. Take me and Julio down my schoolyard. See me and Julio down my schoolyard. Say me and Julio down my schoolyard. All right, now we're gonna do. All right, this next song is one I wrote for a very beautiful woman. In my eyes, the most beautiful woman here. Where are you? I'll just play. All right.
Continue in air guitar.
Could you?
So you hold the mouth on the guitar.
Yeah, you guys are. Whoa, whoa. And I do need the word. Can I get the words on this one? Yeah, that'd be. Could you hold out the words?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So my arm's a boom bar.
Are you? I'm sorry. I'm really first Ted and now us. Right? All right. This one is called "See Your Love." I wrote it a couple years ago for Lauren. No, only 8. Number 9. Number 9. Okay. You know what? I gotta wipe these off real quick. I've got cake all over my hands for some reason. It'll be all right. Take 2. I'd like to thank my. So much often goes unspoken, that is why I'm singing this to you now. Before I turn my Take 3. So much often goes unspoken, that is why I'm singing this to you now. Before I was rewoken, I stumbled but made my way ahead somehow. Defeated, destitute, and drained, I lived a life more sour. Grateful that you came to free me from my blackest hour. I see your love illuminating like a lighthouse when I'm looking for the beach. I see your love filling me with optimism when I come within your reach. I've been looking for you for years, but you know it's just as well we found each other here. I've needed to learn how to be somebody who deserves to have you near. I try to prove that I'm worthy of your affection. I don't believe I felt this kind of satisfaction. I see your love reaching out to reassure me as I resurrect my hopes. I see your love reaching out my will to live when life has got me on the ropes. Can't say enough how much I love you. Sorry, you doing right? Okay. I never want to take for granted that you're happy by my side. It never was so easy pushing insecurities aside. I can't say enough how much I love you. I look around and all the people clawing their way through an empty life. And I realize that I'm not so far removed from all that strife. If not for you, the warmest days would leave me cold. As long as I have you, I'm not afraid of growing old. I see your love drifting into all my senses from the time I start my day. I see your love, and I learn to love myself again and know that I will be okay. Oh, you want to do?
Hold it.
Do you want to get inside? I mean, it's up to you.
You can stand here.
I mean, is your arm okay? Okay, do it one more time. Okay, unless you.
All right. One time.
One time.
Oh, put it up.
You gotta put it on. All right. This one's okay. You good? Yeah. This one is one more song. One more song. What? That's a lot. It's gonna be rock and roll. All right. This is This old favorite of mine in Scott's called Up on Cribble Creek. Please blow bubbles. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I get off of this mountain. You know where I wanna go. Straight down the Mississippi River to the Gulf of Mexico. This way off? No, it's fine. We're good. All right. Down to Lake Charles, Louisiana. With the Bessie girl that I once knew. She told me just to come on by. If there's anything that she could use it. Up on Cribble Creek. She sends me if I swing a leak. She mends me and I don't have to speak. She defends me, drunk in a dream. If I ever did see one. Well, me and my baby were back at the shack and had nachos on the bus. She said I can't hate the way he sings, but I love to hear him talk. Well, that just gave my heart a thump to the bottom of my feet. And I swore as I took another pull that my Bessie can't be beat. Whoa, up on Cribble Creek. She sends me if I spring a leak. She mends me and I don't have to speak. She defends me, drunk in the street, if I ever did see one. Well, the flat out in California, and up north it's freezing cold. It's living on the road, it's getting pretty old. So I guess I called up my big mama, tell her I'll be rolling in. You know deep down I've got to go and see my Bessie again. Up on Cribble Creek, she sends me if I spring a leaf. She mends me and I don't have to speak. She defends me, drunk in the street, if I ever did see one. No, 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 la 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 la, come on down, no, 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 la 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 la, no, 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 la 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 la.
You married Brad.
All right, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we'd like to have our bride and groom work their way to the dance floor for their very special dance together.
Someday, when I'm awfully low, when the world is cold, I will feel a glow just thinking of you and the way you look tonight. Oh, but you're lovely. With your smile so warm and your cheek so soft, there is nothing for me but to love you. Just the way you look tonight.